Welcome to Steeltown Football. This is our inaugural show. I'm Bill, and this is Mike, and we're here to talk about your Pittsburgh Steelers and everything that is good, bad, and ugly about Sunday's game. So, what we're going to do is we got three segments. We're going to discuss offense, defense, and coaching. And if it's good, bad, or indifferent. And Mike here, I am just an impartial judge. I am not a fan. I want to be a journalist when I grow up, and this is the best I can do. This is Mike. He's coming from Aaron Rodgers' Zen room.
Yeah, I got the pink theme going here tonight. I'll try to be better next week.
I did not expect that. So
well, I got kicked out of my other room, so this is going to have to do for tonight.
Life is hard sometimes. Anyway, so what I do is I have a stopwatch. We're going to do 5 minutes, and I'm going to hold you to it. And then whether you're in mid-sentence or not, now I'm not going to let you finish the sentence. Then we're going to move on. So right now I'm going to start the stopwatch, and we're going to start with the offense and Pittsburgh's offense. But I got a couple of things to say. Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdown passes in his Steelers debut, in which they won 34-32 in the Meadowlands in a comeback win over the Jets. Now, this is interesting. This is the first time in NFL history that quarterbacks in Week 1 on both sides faced the teams which they previously started the year before. Did you know that? How about that? The internet was full of it.
Yes, I heard that for the first time yesterday. Very, very interesting. Yeah. It is how they switch places.
Very, very interesting. So anyway, I have some opinions about that, but I'm not going to bring up my opinions. So Aaron Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns. When's the last time a Steelers quarterback threw for 4 touchdowns in a game?
Jeez. The Ben Roethlisberger days. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it has to be. The
20s. You know, like 2005, 2006, something like that. It's been a long time.
It has, and you know, it was great to see that. You know, it appears we have some stability at quarterback. You know, now with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you know, I wasn't a real big fan of him, as you know. When the Steelers were going to sign him. Nothing personal, but I kind of I thought we should kind of go younger, you know, looking for the franchise guy or something. And, but ever since he signed, you know, I you know, he's on my team. I'm going to support him. And
he's your guy.
I mean, you have to, and he played well. I mean, he played well. So we'll, you know, I'm not saying it's in Aaron we trust just yet, but, you know, he showed he still has the arm strength and taking command of the offense, and he's got a little fire in him still. So that was good to see. A big change. So.
Yeah. Well, here's a good question for you. He was sacked 4 times. 4. He's 41 years old. This cannot happen every week, can it?
Absolutely not. I mean, he was sacked on the first play of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that's not a good look. I mean, and Broderick Jones, you know, on that left side, I mean, that is supposed to be the original position that he played in college. He was on the right side last year, so he's back to his natural position on the left. And from what I read and saw yesterday, I mean, he allowed 2 or 3 of those sacks. I mean, we're going to be in big trouble if that's going to be against the Jets.
We'll address that when we get to the coaches segment.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's right. So anyway, Pittsburgh only had 53 yards rushing. In order to avoid the quarterback pressure, you're going to have a better running game. Would that be correct?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that we were, I believe, 11th in the league last year in rushing.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, I mean, we came out and I think only rushed for what would you say, 57 yards, something like that?
53 is what the stat of total
Yeah.
rush yards.
I mean, that's just crazy, just
Yeah.
crazy. But luckily, I mean,
Yeah.
luckily, the play action worked a little bit at least. And
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers made the throws that he had to make. Um, and geez, he put up 4 touchdowns. But yeah, I mean, very, very disappointing in the run game. I mean,
Yeah.
our offensive line is supposed to be a lot better than that. I mean, we can't
Yeah.
protect the quarterback and we can't run
But
the
it
football. I
but
mean,
it is the first it
that's
is the first game of the season, so you give them a little bit of a pass because preseason they don't even play anymore. So you can't even say preseason is practice. It's nothing.
right.
So technically this was their first practice game as a team.
Right. That's funny you said that because I was talking to someone at work today who is friends with a former NFL player, a guy
Yeah.
who played, I believe, offensive line for the Lions way back when. And he was saying that, don't even pay attention to the first week or two of the season.
Yeah.
Your team is not going to fully show its true self until the third or fourth week of the season. So I guess take these first couple with a grain of salt. But yeah,
Yeah.
we need to run the ball better or we're going to be in
Yeah.
big trouble.
Yeah. All right. So that's our 5 minutes for offense. So now we're going to move to the defense. They allowed 182 yards rushing, which is not a ton of rushing yards, but it's quite a few. The second point, Justin Fields. Justin Fields threw for 218 yards. Your team got rid of Justin Fields because he couldn't throw the football. Is that right?
It is. It is. I still can't believe we did it. I would have loved to have seen Justin Fields in a Steelers uniform for a year. He played great yesterday, and we didn't have any answers to stop him. In training camp, I remember Mike Tomlin saying that our defense this year could be historic. I mean,
Well,
we didn't look his
first game.
We didn't look.
Come on.
Right. We didn't look historic yesterday. But I will say this. I mean, yeah. I mean, Justin Fields looked great. We couldn't stop the run.
Yeah.
But, in the end, we found a way to win the game. And those 2 final drives, we made those 2 stands and the big statement at the very, very end, the Jalen Ramsey hit on Garrett Wilson on the final play, the hit, stick, and lift, driving him into the ground to seal that victory.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something to build on for next week. I don't know. But, the defense was very, very disappointing. TJ Watt, was a beast as he always is. Alex Highsmith played well. Cam Hayward, he just got that contract, extension,
Mm-hmm.
we got to be better.
Yeah.
But it was good to see Jalen Ramsey get physical there at the end, and that's Steelers football. So
yeah, I did not look up the stats. I guess I should have did on how many times they rushed Fields, or how many did they sack him?
They sacked him 1 time.
Okay,
One
so
time.
sacked 1 time. I didn't look at how many rushed passes he had, but I watched a lot of the game, and it didn't look like he was under duress much.
No, not at all. I mean, again, he was calm and cool, man. I mean, he made some great plays to avoid the rush and made good decisions, and he didn't turn the ball over, like he normally does. But I mean, I think Highsmith had our lone sack. I think TJ Watt had a couple of tackles for a loss, but we just didn't have an answer for the running game at all. Very disappointing.
But yeah, I mean, they scored 32 points. So
right.
That's quite a few points for your defense
Absolutely.
to give up,
Yeah. And not only that, when you watch that game though, it's like we didn't give them any short fields.
Yeah.
Like they didn't force any turnovers. Those were long, sustained drives, and they just pound the crap out of us, to be honest. But in the end, we made just 1 or 2 more plays than they did. And special teams, they're special for a reason, as Bill Cowher would say. But we got the big turnover and the break, gave us a short field. Yeah. We cashed it in for a touchdown. And the defense made enough 2 big stops there at the end. So,
but one thing too is both of these quarterbacks were really hyped up to beat their former team. They were, they were.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think Justin Fields went out of Pittsburgh. I mean, just because of the fact that he got pulled. I don't think the Steelers could have paid him enough to come back.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know that for a fact, but I get that.
He felt slighted. He's like,
Right,
I was
agree.
a starting quarterback, and you jerked me for this old man,
Right.
and then you get rid of me for an older man.
Yep, absolutely. And I think Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he definitely has a chip on his shoulder. I mean, I think he's happy, playing for the Steelers. I never realized that him and Mike Tomlin were pretty tight. It sounds like they are, or they've had a couple of good conversations. But I don't know. You can see the little fire in Aaron Rodgers is, little pep in his step, and the fact that he wants to go out on top, and he wants to show people that, hey, I'm not this old washed up 41-year-old that didn't do much at all for the last couple of years. So,
all right, well, let's just get to the coaching and how no matter what you think about him, if they keep sacking him 3 and 4 times a game, he is going to be this old washed up man. Because your offensive line, how is the coaching staff going to address this?
That's a good question. I mean, Broderick Jones has been like a big question for us,
Yeah.
I mean, ever since he was drafted. I mean, I think this is his 3rd year, but we got to find a way to run the football. That's been our bread and butter. The run sets up the pass.
Yeah.
And
that takes a lot of heat off the quarterback.
Right. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, I wrote it down. He was like, during play action yesterday, he was 8 of 10 for like 71 yards and 3 touchdowns. So even though we weren't very effective running the football, at least that effort hopefully set up some bigger plays and bigger opportunities for him. But I'd like to see us throw the ball deep a little more. I mean, he didn't throw a pass over 20 yards yesterday.
Oh, really?
He threw a couple that were right at 20, but he didn't throw or complete a pass that was more than 20 yards. I thought that was. I watched the game and I was surprised to read that today. Yeah. Maybe I'm mistaken, but so I would like to see the coaching staff kind of open things up a little bit. Let Arthur Smith kind of let him rip. Let him rip it. But he got some speed.
But then again, this is the first time they've actually seen him in a game. They've seen him on the practice field. Did they scrimmage against anybody during the preseason? A lot of teams scrimmage against the other teams.
Yeah.
But Aaron didn't play in that stuff because he couldn't find a helmet. So
right. Well, I wish that would have come up in the post-game press conference. Yeah, I wonder how that helmet fit yesterday. Yeah. But you're right. He hasn't. I mean, we didn't even sign him until like June.
But
and he hasn't taken a preseason snap. He was probably limited in camp just because he's a veteran. I mean, like Big Ben had his veterans rest day, so I'm sure Aaron Rodgers had the same thing in camp. So,
and everything he probably did was just pitch and catch.
Right.
This, that, and the other. No pressure, no nothing. So the coaching staff is really seeing this for the first time. Like, well, this is what we got. So
yeah.
But my guess is they're having long conversations with the offensive line about,
yes,
we have to straighten this up. Well, here's an example. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, if everybody wants to know. All you have to, as of that game, all teams have to do literally is line up their best 4 or 5 guys and just pound it at him every time. And because he can't move. Did he move laterally more than 3 steps yesterday?
No. That's probably why he was sacked 4 times.
Yeah. So literally, that's all you got to do is get your best 4 or 5 guys and just rush him and put pressure on him. That's as of week 1. That's how you would do it.
I would agree with that. But he hung in there and he took some hits. But man, he, at the age of 41, it doesn't take too many hits. And,
Yeah.
Like a couple of, just cringed on one of the shots where they kind of got him right at the legs. And
Yeah.
that's how you sprain an ankle, twist a knee, or, I mean,
Yeah.
or God forbid, even take care of the other Achilles. I mean, my gosh.
Right.
But yeah, we got to protect them better and run the football better. But you know what? A win's a win, Bill.
Yeah.
And
Win's a win.
And we'll take it. And I would rather be in
And
our
it was,
position than in the Ravens' position. Look what happened to the Ravens last night.
yeah.
I mean,
And it was a win on the road, a road
yes. Yep.
So
And
the
that was
takeaways that we got here for this is Rodgers had a really good game. The offensive line needs help, and the coaching staff better address that. I'm sure they will. And the defense is okay, but they still gave up 32 points to your former quarterback.
Right.
So
right. And also, just to add to that, special teams are special for a reason.
yeah.
I mean, Chris Boswell, kicked a 56-yarder and then a 60-yarder, which
your kicker's great.
He was incredible.
Yeah.
Did you know he was a sit-in for part of training camp? He wants a new contract.
Oh, really?
Yes. It was very low key.
Uh-huh.
He didn't take it to the media like Cam Hayward did.
Yeah.
So he's unhappy making $5.5 million a year or whatever for a kicker, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But he was awesome, and he's been consistent. A 56 and a 60-yarder. That's his career long, and that's a franchise record.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the special teams turnover. Kenneth Gainwell, stripping the ball on the kick return. It set up a short field and the go-ahead touchdown. So special teams were I thought were pretty solid yesterday. But yeah, it's only week one, but it's good to get a win on the road and off to Seattle or home against Seattle next week. And Sam Darnold comes to town. So hopefully we can get after the quarterback a little better than we did with Justin Fields, and we'll go from there. So.
All right, folks. Well, that's going to wrap up the show for Steeltown football for this week. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And tune in next week when we'll be discussing what was good, bad, and indifferent for the Seattle game. So long, everybody.
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
This has been a production of Steeltown Foosball. Tune in each week for the best Steelers commentary in the world.